America, how y'all doing today? So I want to tell you guys about this really fucking cool story that just recently happened. So about 8 or 9 nights ago, I was walking downtown Bend, and I saw this guy sitting on some steps on the sidewalk. And I just felt really led and compelled to go over and talk to him. And after I talked to him for about 30 seconds, it was apparent that he was strung out. And, I just was like, what's going on in your life, man? How are you doing? Tell me what's going on. And he started to unload on me about this and that, and his family had kind of abandoned him, and, a lot of things were happening in his life. He was currently homeless, and, he was strung out. He was shooting methamphetamine, and his life had just kind of gone down. So earlier that day, I had recorded a video, and I really felt that it would speak to him. And I had kind of told him about my past and my history, and told him, where I was at now, and that if you want it bad enough, you can do anything. And, just really, decided to sit and try to inspire him as much as possible. And, in the back of my head, I knew I was doing a good thing, but I had never thought that it was actually going to impact him. When somebody is down that road, it takes treatment, obviously. A lot of times it takes, intervention or whatever they're doing nowadays to, try to get people to recover. So I connected with him on Facebook, and, kept in contact with him through Messenger and everything, just kind of trying to inspire him, give him positive messages, let him know that, it was going to be all right and he could do anything that he wanted, basically. So he messaged me back today, and he's been clean and sober for a week. Hasn't touched anything for a week. Actually met up with the kid, and he looks totally different. He's already put on like 5-10 pounds. His face looks a lot cleaner, everything. So this is the point I'm getting at. A lot of times when we see people like that, we want to just kind of, walk on by. And the littlest thing can have the biggest impact on somebody's life. And just for the fact that I had been down a similar path as this young man, and he came out of it and was now better, stronger for it, it inspired him. And he got his shit together. This is so big, right? Like, it's like the littlest pebble can create the biggest ripple. You don't know what you're gonna, what you do could have a massive effect on somebody. And so I want to encourage each and every one of you to positively impact the people around you in your society, to make a positive impact on maybe somebody that you think, isn't worth your time, because you just don't know. So the last part of this video that I want to talk to you guys about is addiction. So addiction is kind of, studying addiction is kind of one of my side hobbies. And I put in a lot of research on it, and I totally believe that the way America is treating addiction is highly unbeneficial. I mean, it fucking sucks, to be honest. I mean, when you look at the statistics, it's like over 90% of them relapse, right? Well, what are they doing? They're putting them in a treatment facility. They're closing them off from the rest of the world. Sometimes they're on a blackout period where they can't talk to their family for 2 days or a week or whatever it may be. Well, due to recent studies, what we're finding, and Portugal actually did this. So Portugal had the highest heroin rate in the world, like percentage of people that were on heroin. So they implemented a new strategy to basically where they are spending the money that they were spending on treatment to help these addicts get a job, reconnect to society, and find a purpose, right? So I know from my own experience that when I found my purpose, it completely changed my life, and I didn't feel the need for any outside substance anymore. So they're actually finding that addiction has a direct correlation to the amount of bonding experiences that somebody gets, right? Because they're just trying to fill up on a feeling. They feel lonely, they don't feel loved, they don't feel comfortable. And so what do? They use a substance that makes them feel comfortable, that takes the pain away. Love cures everything. Love is the best form of medicine for any disease, including addiction. So if you have any people in your life that are suffering right now from addiction and you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is go up and talk to them and say, no matter what you do, I will always be here for you. I love you and I care about you, and I'm here if you ever need anybody to talk to. Let me know how I can support you. Would you like help in improving your life? Introduce them to some like-minded people. Get them a social circle. It's remarkable. So Portugal, in the last year, the use has dropped by 50% now that they're using this tactic. 50 fucking percent. That is absolutely, it's remarkable. It is. So when I was talking to this young man, what did I do? I gave him attention. I let him know that somebody actually gives a shit. I spent time with him. I continued to Facebook message him. Right? This is Tyson James Lee, and I'm just about that action, boss.